All right, so we just finished example 4. So now we're going to move on to example number 5. So this is an and statement with the word and, which this can happen. But remember, the word or always has to be present for an or statement. And statements sometimes are just combined. They don't have to be different or separate. So I'm going to go ahead and solve this first one on the left-hand side. And I get x is greater than or equal to 1. And then over here, remember, I have to multiply by 7 over 1, or just 7. And this will give me x is less than or equal to 7. All right, so this is saying x is greater than or equal to. So when I rewrite this, if I rewrite it so that it says 1 is less than or equal to x, that's the same thing. All I did was literally switch these spots, and then I flipped the inequality sign. And then over here, I'm literally plugging in this x here and then just putting less than equal to 7. And then I'm going to graph this, just like I always do. And that was a little excessive. There we go. Hopefully I can get this straight. Sorry for the dog barking. I'm not going to stop recording, sorry. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You could have as many numbers as you want, just enough that you need to have there. So 1 is a closed circle, and so is 7. And then we only shade in the middle, remember, only the middle when we have an and statement. Notice that when I did write my final statement, I took the word and out of the equation altogether. It's just 1 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 7. Sorry, inequality, not equation. So when you write an and statement correctly or a solved and statement, the and is gone, and the x or the variable just remains in the middle there. Alrighty. So our next one here is an or statement. Looks a little complex, but here is our or out of all of that. So we're going to go ahead and start and solve that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my m on my left-hand inequality here. I'm going to have all my m's on my left-hand side here. So I'm going to subtract my 6m from both sides. So I get 6 plus 1m is less than negative 5, and then I'm going to subtract 6 to the other side, and I get m is less than negative 11. All right, and then I have my or statement. Then over here, I'm going to subtract my 6m to both sides, and that is going to give me negative 3m minus 7 is less than 5. Add 7 to both sides, and I get negative 3m is less than 12. And then I'm going to divide by negative 3 on both sides. So this gives me, I'm going to move this down just so I have more space. Sorry. M is greater than negative 4. Remember, I have to flip my inequality sign. The easiest way to tell if you solved an or statement correctly is, do you have two different facing inequality signs? In which I do. One on the left is facing to the left, one on the right is facing to the right. Negative 10, negative 9, negative 8, negative 7, 6, negative 5, negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, and negative 1. Alright, so here we're going to have a open circle over negative 11 and shading to the left-hand side here. Alright, and then we're going to have an open circle over negative 4, shading to the right-hand side. The most common mistakes with or statements is that people forget to flip their inequality if they divide or multiply by a negative. The other thing is that some people forget to look at the inequality, the signs themselves. Sometimes inequality signs have, with compound inequality, sometimes one's equal to and the other one's not. So make sure that you have your open and your closed circles correct. If you guys need any help, remember to email me. I'm more than happy to help you. And I wish you luck, and I hope to see you next week.